morning and welcome to Rolling Hills Farm, where we're finishing preparing the soil to seed oats today.
All right, so this is fescue, timothy, perennial rye, orchard grass, alfalfa, all mixed together.
We're working in a field owned by neighbor Tony today, where we'll be seeding oats as a cover crop for hay. We'll harvest the oats and straw this year and the hay going forward. The oats we're planting today are Dion. It's a higher yielding variety, more yellow kernels with taller straw. The oats we planted last week were Rushmore. Side-by-side comparison with university trials shows Dion yielding a little bit more but taking longer to mature. The advantage of the Rushmore, it heads out more quickly. We'll carefully track yield in bushels per acre this fall when we combine, and then we'll make a decision what variety to buy for next year. I've been asked, why am I out working with the Oliver this year with no air conditioning? It's an older tractor. But the answer makes sense when you look at it from our perspective. Well, for one thing, the Oliver has its dual wheels on, and that reduces soil compaction. Compaction is the enemy when you're seeding. It reduces yield. But another reason is it's just a lot of fun to drive the Oliver. Come on along.
I've got a 3-speed control down here, high, low, and medium, that I can use in the field to vary my speed depending on conditions. Throttle is right there, and all my hydraulics are on the side here for raising and lowering my seeder as I'm working. So what I'm doing is I'm coming to the end of the field, raising the seeder up and making a curve around so I don't waste seed. I like to look back and keep an eye on the seeder as I'm going here, but I do have a nice mirror up here that looks at whatever machine I'm working on too. You look up here, you see my mirror, which is really handy, and I've installed side mirrors here too. It's really a pretty comfortable tractor to operate. There is air conditioning. Air conditioning system in this tractor up here, but I've never been able to get the compressor to work, so I'm just running the fan in my face, and I'm keeping the side windows open for cross ventilation, keeping the back window closed so I don't get all dusty.
While I'm seeding, neighbor Tony is following along with Dawn's tractor, pulling the old packer that pushes down any rocks that are on the surface and puts a nice level finish to the field so it's smooth next year for haying. And that's another reason to use the Oliver for seeding. We're using one tractor on the disc drag combination, another on the packer, and then one on the seeder, and moving back and forth through multiple fields, hitching and unhitching, well, it just takes too much time.
Well, there you can see our little wet spot. It's pretty much dried out. I mean, it's a little sticky yet, but I'm going to get through here while we got sun and a good breeze with the disc, and hopefully this afternoon we can get this seeded so we can make a nice transition between the two field sections. We're back out here in our last field. Neighbor Dave just finished disking, and so I'm going to run over it once with the harrow and smooth it out, and we'll get our last seeding done, at least oat seeding, for this season. Well, there you can see I've got the field roller on. I'm putting the finishing touches on our last field of oats seeded down. Very early finish this year, which is good, but getting awfully dry, which is bad. But we've got rain in the forecast, so I'm hoping for some significant rain yet this week. Well, there, this is the last couple of passes on our last field for this spring. Thanks for watching. Up next, we've got a lot of pasture work to do, and we need to get to work on some remodeling in the maternity pen and moving some rocks. Seems like rocks are a big part of farming here in northern Minnesota. We'll be back then. We'll see you. Well, here's good news. The first oat's up out of the ground. Not very far, but we've got oats. Now we need some rain. We got rain in the forecast. It should just explode.